Alright, so basically I'll tell you what the sum is. We have to remove all the characters behind this. For example, अभी मैं आपको बताता हूँ, if this is a asterisk, right, we need to remove t before that, and then there is obviously going to be one more asterisk over here, so we need to remove e as well. Okay, तो बेसिकली इतना है कि जितने भी स्टार्स है उतने कैरेक्टर्स पीछे से निकालना पड़ेगा अपने को. फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पे स्टार है तो यहाँ के पीछे क्या है, डी है, तो डी निकालना पड़ेगा ऐसे. Alright, that is the case, that is the question that we need to solve, and I've got a solution which is pretty nice. Let's just watch the solution together.
Go character by character. Let's say this is our stack. We see an N. We add the N to the stack. E, E, T. Add those to the stack. That's neat. And then we see a wildcard. So we pop the previous character from the stack. Pushing and popping is a constant time operation. So this is about as efficient as we can get. So now we see another wildcard. We pop again from the stack. Now we see a character. So we add that O, D, add.
So that is how it is going to be, and then there's going to be one more edge case where asterisk is going to be over here, so there's no character behind this, right? So that's going to be an edge case. My earlier solution to this was something like, while the result is going to contain an asterisk, if it contains an asterisk, we are going to go through a for loop, and then we are basically going to check if there's an asterisk found, then we need to delete the previous character of I minus 1. Okay, but this is not working. There are a few cases, I guess, which is not working basically, so we need to follow the previous method that I said. Okay, so as you can see, we have got this case works in this case, but in this case it doesn't work. So let's just fall back to our previous stack method. We're gonna use stack over here. Now let's get back to the sum. So I've written the code, remove stars. All right, so basically we have a stack. Just make sure of the syntax how it is. ये याद रखो, ठीक है? Syntax stack character. Okay, so basically what we are doing is जो मैंने अभी बताया, जो stack था, जो string था, उसमें से we'll check if you know, if it is an asterisk, then we have to pop the previous character, and if it is not an asterisk, then we just insert into the stack. It's as simple as that. Then it's going to be a reversed. Okay, so that's that, and then we'll have a string builder sb. Okay, now while stack is not empty, we will keep on popping out the elements. Okay, sb, and then once we pop the element, right, we should append it into a sb. Sb is basically a string builder, basically like a string. Okay, so it's going to be in a reverse order now. So first it's going to be like e is going to be popped out, then o, then c, then e, then l. Okay, so then for that we have to use the reverse function, and then we should use the toString end at end. And if we submit this thing, we can see that our submission is actually, whoa, it beats 40% and it's at 81 milliseconds. That's it for this video. Thank you. Bye bye.